Okay.
You got him.
Got him.
You got him with that.
Got him. Welcome back to Roll Top Roads presents The Shadows of Yogg-Sothoth, where every week me and my friends get together to play through this Call of Cthulhu campaign that we're going wildly off of the rails of, which you will find out shortly. And every week I leave the group on a cliffhanger, and maybe they love it, maybe they don't. But that's how I do it because I'm lazy.
Also, he hates us.
Begrudging respect is the term I would use.
What was that, Ethan?
Also, you hate us.
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. I love being able to play this game with you all. Okay, so we left off with Shorty. He just cast the Custodes spell and resummoned the corpse of James Clark. Just as he,
Did I summon his corpse and not his actual, like, he's not just I summoned a dead body? That's helpful.
Yeah, that's basically what you have done. You've summoned a body. He's draped in some kind of dark cloth. Does not look like he fits in New York, but you had a bout of madness because you'd never seen anything like this, and you suffered 5 or more sanity point damage, and so that triggered a bout of madness, and you were suddenly transported back to a point in your childhood where you had gotten lost in a cave system, and you're just suddenly back in that moment that I will allow you to relive once we're done with getting caught up with Brooks and Vince. You left the daytime meeting of the Look to the Future group. You spoke with Mr. Cadillac. Willie spoke with Mr. Cadillac. Gave him some interesting words of pretense as far as what's going to happen in the next evening meeting. You had told Vince, "Hey, I'll get you caught up when we get back to the hotel." So, did you want to do anything before going back to the hotel, or just go back to the hotel?
Yeah, I'll just head straight back to the hotel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's still daytime. It's still the early or late morning, early afternoon by the time you make it back to the hotel. Yeah. What do you think about what happened? What you learned about to the future?
Yeah. So he'll go to Vince and like, all right. So pretty much what I gathered was they hold these evening events. So like the morning event, it's just kind of like a pre meeting before the big one. And pretty much what happens at these meetings is it's like I guess rituals. They do a bunch of chanting, talking in tongues, and like just these all these weird things. And some guy, I think he called him Mr. Black. It's the guy, I don't know if you've seen it, that had like a red cat, like a red crown or something like that. He goes on stage.
It's a
And
fez. I had to look it up. It's a
Fez,
the
okay.
red hat. It's called is a fez.
Okay. And like he leads these rituals where like an individual will go up there and like the guy, Mr. Guy, like said, the lights would flicker and come back on, and the guy will be gone, like not there. And then the lights will re-flicker, and he'll be back with knowledge of some kind.
Wait. Isn't this meeting called Look to the Future?
Yes.
And they're chanting like when me and him said those words, and guy went from being on shoulder to being dust.
Yeah. Shit. So then now Willie's kind of putting that together. Like, ah, shit. Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Ah.
This seems very much like the things that the lodge was doing, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
Um,
okay, so the question is, do we want to still go to this meeting though?
oh, I mean, one of us is going to figure out how this works, because I don't know how it works. You said word, guy go dust. Now they say word, guy goes bye bye. Where they get all the oomph to do the thing?
Uh,
That
we
brings up a
find out.
good. It brings up a good point. Like, what's the end goal with this excursion to New York? Like, what were you planning on doing? Confronting Stanford? Uh, Taking what was the point? What were y'all like? What was y'all's intent here? Final goal.
Yeah, I guess we'll just wait on North and Shorty to come back. Like I said, I didn't want to come to this city anyway, so like
I didn't want to be here anyway.
I mean, neither did Vince, but that's where the cookie crumbled.
all right, so
Okay, so with that, we'll get back over to Shorty, who is still in the cave, for what he knows.
Echo! Echo! Ah! Can I try to get a grip?
Yeah, try to get a grip.
Let me get a little grippy.
Get a
Grippy
hold of
grabber.
yourself.
What did we say that was based on?
That's an excellent question. I can't remember.
For the it's a sand roll. Okay.
Another sanity check.
Yeah.
Okay. Another or intelligence, right? I think it's
No,
intelligence.
it's sanity roll. I think. I just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're doing it completely wrong. Listeners, if we're doing it wrong,
Please say something.
And
No,
then
don't
we'll
say
just-
anything. Allow us
Don't
to
say-
suffer.
Okay, what did you get? What
I
did you roll for
I
it?
was supposed to roll int for that instead of
Yeah.
willpower, but I rolled power
Oh.
instead of int, which would have been better.
Oh, well, next time.
Let me get.
Okay, so you failed to bring yourself back. Like,
I failed to get a grip.
failed to get a grip. Now, when you were a child, and how did you end up in this cave? Like,
Well, my parents were using me as like a dowsing rod inside of these mine shafts that were abandoned by the mining company after a local group of diamond smugglers in Sierra Leone just shot all of the diamond mine workers to take it over for a brief period of time. And I was being used as like a canary in the coal mine sort of situation where they would open up a little hatch for me to get in there, and my job was to look for places where things had fallen through or there was water in the mine and people would die because it was small enough to fit through the holes. So I went in and the cave collapsed behind me, and I was stuck in there for 18 hours before they were able to get me out. But it was a really scary cave. And I was probably 7 or 8. The life of being a member of a criminal family in the late 1800s is rough.
So just as you're reliving this moment, there is a sharp jostle, and you ram your face plant yourself into, and you can't see. It's pitch black. You're feeling around the walls are cold, smooth, wet. Bam! You hit your head, and you're suddenly back in New York. And
I'm looking at a corpse in the back of the truck too.
yeah, you hear the truck door open, and the man steps back, comes around, steps out. You hear his footsteps, and he goes to the back, opens the bed down. Hey, what's What's he doing here? Who's this bum? And the corpse is just kind of standing there, head sort of down.
Can I?
Fast talk?
No, can I kind of like attempt to make a? I guess give James Clark body an order here, and kind of like gesture with my hand at the driver of the truck, from James Clark to the truck, and see if he responds at all.
Good. What is your intent? You're just gonna point at him?
I kind of want him to get him.
Okay. Do you tell him to get him?
I'd like to not blurt it out loud, but like make a signal in some way. Do I have to say it out loud? That I'm gonna look really, really sketchy if I do that.
The gangster looks up at you, and you point to him, and the corpse points to him too. He's like, "This is some sort of joke. You both of you, get the hell out of here."
Well, all right. Let's get out of the truck.
So when
I'll get up and climb out of the truck.
Okay, so you say, "Let's get out of the truck," and you get out of the truck. The body of James Clark climbs down out of the truck.
So he's doing it. He's doing the thing. Okay. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Damn. All right. Well, now you got two hands. You know, we can be more helpful. We'll help you unload these in no time, and you know he's pretty mute, so he
Where'd he come from?
It'd be a lot easier if I just didn't bother explaining. So
fast talk.
You want me to fast talk?
I want you to fast talk. Yes, this is definitely a fast talk roll.
Okay.
Jesus, did you just roll a fast talk? Is that your fast talk?
That was my fast talk roll. 43
he
to 8.
scratches his head. He's like, "All right, the both of you get to work unloading, and just put the boxes right over by that door over there. I'm gonna be standing right over there watching the both of you." And so he goes over the door. He raps on the door, and it's a metal door that slides open like a small ice, and peeks in, and he mumbles something incoherently like, "Hey, let me in." And so, like, familiar, banter. Opens the door. Immediately, there's a sound of like ruckus, like loud music. The smell of smoke, tobacco smoke, alcohol. Strikes you as a speakeasy.
Oh, see, here I was thinking that this was a bunch of microwave people and it's booze. But it's not prohibition actively in 1929, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Here I thought I was doing something incredibly morally questionable, and here I was spawning dead people in the trunk of this man's car. You know?
So you have this conversation with
myself out loud. With the body of James Clark.
With the body of James Clark. James Clark is just silently, glassy-eyed nodding. And so you unload them?
We're gonna unload the booze. Yeah, me and my incredibly helpful and very silent manservant, Guido.
And so it's not as quick with just two people, but the two of you do end up you successfully unload the truck. The man's like, "All right, good work." So yeah, keep in touch with Jimmy. We'll get another shipment in. Here's another bit for your troubles.
You guys need a hand with anything in there? Again, I don't have anything going on. This mook here doesn't got anything going on.
Do persuade check this time.
Okay. That's a failure. I'll take that.
He's like, no, we're good. But here's something for your troubles. And so, roll a d4. So you get, I'll let you add 2 more. Just handing cash out. Fistfuls.
In this single day, I've increased my credit rating by 600%.
600 or 6?
600%.
600%?
Yeah.
Accurate. I don't know if you're doing
I had 1 and now I have 6.
Because
I've earned 5.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
So it's gone up.
Well done. Now you are at 5% credit rating. You are making the money.
I am. Someone would, in fact, trust me with the coin they threw at me.
Yeah, will possibly be the bank of this endeavor shortly.
Never.
Okay, so yeah, what's the rest of the evening look for you and your new friend?
Where am I?
So you're in the Bronx, somewhere deep in the Bronx.
Where exactly was this?
Where were we before? I think we were in another part of New York. I can't remember where, but I know that it had to deal with both Willie and Vince's character backgrounds. I can't remember exactly where that was. Do you all remember your backgrounds? What part of New York?
Mine's Harlem.
Harlem, okay. So, and Willie was the same with you too, Harlem?
I didn't particularly say, but we'll just say Harlem.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a walk for you to get back home, but you have money now, so you can afford a taxi.
I would never take a taxi when I could get into trouble along the way. What time is it? I'm like the early part of the morning before them.
Yeah, it's the early part of the morning now.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to where the event was supposed to take place, and I guess I'm gonna try and I'm gonna bring zombified James Clark with me and kind of see what the heck is going on with that. I'm gonna see what I can get him to do along the way. If I can ask him to do petty nuisances like removing manhole covers or other things like that, and see how strong he is relative to me, and if he follows instructions.
Okay, yeah. So along the way, you find a manhole cover. You want him to lift it, see how strong he is.
I'm gonna be like, hey, can you pick that up and move it out of the way?
So he silently kind of looks at you and nods slowly, and so he will roll his. See what he gets. So he struggles to lift it. He's not able to lift it.
Okay.
Yeah, he rolled an 84. No way.
What the So you're just kind of a guy, okay?
You want to try to arm wrestle him?
No, I'd lose.
Maybe his power is that of friendship.
Maybe his power is that of friendship. Reminding us all how brief life really is. We'll keep walking. I'm gonna.
Dark pretty quick.
Yeah, it's an early morning.
It's the early morning. It's like this. I haven't slept. He's. I'm gonna go ahead and ask him for a piggyback ride, I suppose, down the street as we keep going. It's a long walk. Gotta conserve energy.
Okay.
Need to see how much endurance he has.
Okay. He attempts to hoist you to his shoulders.
He can do it.
He picks you up, piggyback style, and begins to walk.
Can we
People
speed it up a little bit? You know, I want to feel like I'm riding a horsey.
You tell him that. Hurry up,
Yes.
horsey. Okay. He looks back at you and nods, and he seems unable to.
Does this constitute desecrating a corpse?
I would say so. Yes, probably abusing or misusing a corpse.
Abusing or misusing a corpse.
Mishandling of human remains.
Mishandling of human remains. Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
He
so,
was dust a minute ago.
And are you trying? You're trying to get back to the hotel?
No, I wanted to head to where the speaker was supposed to happen in the evening event, and I'm gonna try and see if I can. I'm just gonna try and get with them and suggest that we just kind of. I was gonna just go into the building early and just say that I got lost on my way looking for the bathroom.
Okay.
It's the best way to get into these kinds of swanky parties is just to act like you're supposed to be there.
That is true.
Okay. So we'll say that Shorty and Willie and Vince will be basically arriving near the same time.
I should also probably inform you all that I reanimated James Clark.
But you don't want to stop at the hotel, so how are you going to do that?
Well, I was gonna I'm assuming we got a hotel relatively nearby. I was gonna pop in and be like, "Hey, here's Benny. You know, like
here's my pet zombie.
Here's your boy. We gonna get a move on."
Well, the hotel is. We can say it's on the way to the place. I mean, you might as well stop off.
Might as well, right?
But it's not until the next day anyway, so...
I mean, what are we going to do with James for the intermittent period of time? Are we just going to have him... I don't want him getting, festering,
He doesn't seem to smell like a corpse.
Do we need to put him on ice? Like, what's the appropriate treatment?
If you haven't spent enough time with him, he doesn't smell like a corpse. His clothes are clean. The robe he's wearing is clean. It's soft and very clean. It doesn't seem to... Dirt does not seem to allow to cling to it. He's cleaner than you are. He looks healthy, just sallow flesh. Like, his skin is cold and ashen.
Alright. Well, yeah, I guess I'll swing through the hotel and pick up the squad, and we can
decide
play.
What you're gonna do. You still have like a day.
Yeah, we can play catch with a zombie for a little while while we're waiting for time to head in.
Okay. So we'll get back to North. Are you still? You're still studied throughout the. I'm sorry.
There's nothing more in my life other than studying.
So it's just like life.
Literally dusk till dawn shit.
Okay. You've pulled an all-nighter, or you have one more day until the meetup, and it'll take you at least half a day for getting tickets for bus fare and riding back to New York.
Alright. Fine, okay, so I'll eventually, I'll get up, get myself going, I will get back into, try and get back to my office, on the bus, I will keep everything that I own close by, but I will attempt to sleep on the bus.
Sure. Yeah, we'll let you take a rest on the bus
Yeah.
for
Uh,
several hours.
it is a public bus, so I'm not exactly sure how well the sleep's gonna be, but frankly, any sleep will offset whatever issue I had.
I've gotten a
Any
good nap on
military
public
member has learned to sleep in any condition. Just the quality of
much.
that sleep is not going to be great.
Pretty
But
much.
I won't hold it against you, and we'll just say that you catch enough Z's and rest to
Alright. Then yeah,
forego for any.
once I get back to the office, I will then continue to study and I don't actually know where they found an apartment or anything.
Mm-mm.
Alright, fine. I guess I should try and make contact with the group again.
Well, you don't know where they're at,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you only know where the intended meetup was essentially when the thing was supposed to when the event.
Okay, so then I guess I will just be reading until that time comes around.
Sure. Okay. So I'll give you another day
Yeah,
towards your 10 week.
2 days down, another 3, and more than a half a week to go. Oh no, wait, no, that's sorry, 6 weeks to go still.
More than that, it's 10. It's 10 weeks, and you've done 2 days.
Oh yeah, 10 weeks. I forgot about that. Alright, so let me figure out the math. Oh yeah, that's 70 days. 2 out of 70 days. Wait, does that math? That doesn't math. Oh wait, no, it does math. Yes.
7 days in a week.
Yeah. Okay. 7 times 10. Yeah. No. 70 days. So, yeah. That's gonna be a while. Oh well.
But you're keeping at it.
I've just gotten through the footnotes.
You're still trying to parse out the biblical lingo and jargon that's being thrown about. Big words being used for no reasons.
The issue
like
being is that it's written in an entirely different language, so I'm having to constantly cross-reference.
Mine's written in Greek. It's a real problem.
Here, mine is written in Arabic.
Yeah.
No, yours is written in English.
It's English. That's fun.
No, it's written in English.
Alright, it's just so fucking posh that it doesn't make sense to me.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Okay, so we'll cut back then to, unless there's something else you wanted to do in your office. You already said you're just studying, so we'll just put it. Like that.
I guess I'll probably get a few hours of sleep as well, of like actual real sleep.
Okay. All right.
But yes, generally the majority of the time will be spent just going at it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, then we'll get back to the hotel as the body of James Clark has continued to. What's the?
He's piggybacking
Shorty up the stairs and in front of the room. In the wee early hours.
See, he's being very agreeable right now.
You knock on the door to the hotel room?
Yeah, I'll knock on the door to the hotel. I'll knock from my position very high on the door.
Okay, Willie,
which is probably scary. I'm still on his back while we get to the door.
Willie and Vince, you hear rapping at the door.
At the upper frame of the door.
The upper frame of the door.
Vince is gonna look straight at Willie.
Oh, of course, okay. So he'll get up.
Of course I'll get it. Sure, why not? I'll go.
He'll get up, go to the door, he'll be like, "Who is it?"
It's Shorty, which is, in this instance, somehow even more ironic.
What the fuck that mean?
You'll find out.
Willie will open the door.
And you'll see Shorty riding on the piggyback of a man who you met only very briefly. I think when you were down in the cave, who was looking pretty shit, and you had him on your shoulder.
Willie will shut the fucking door. But what the fuck is that?
Well, funny story.
He explains while still on the back of the body of James Clark.
Correct. I don't really exactly know how to explain this one, and it's probably better if I just don't. Are you familiar with the myth of the golem?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's gonna really set back my argument here just a little bit. Give me a second.
Vince, this man brought a dead body of James Clark.
You mean the guy we turned to dust?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
You Thanos, yes.
How did Guy go from being dust to corpse? Zombie? Live guy? Dead guy?
Are you familiar with the myth of the golem?
No.
That would be really helpful to me at this exact moment.
Vince is gonna look up at Willie. How did he leave here with a bottle of ashes and come back with not money but a corpse?
Well, I came back with money as well, but I mean, he helped with some of that money.
See, Vince, this is your fault. You found him.
That is a very fair point. You did find me. I do have to give it to him, even though he is not on my side at this moment.
I mean, we can't leave him standing in the hall either. If somebody opens their door and sees dead guy, live guy, corpse guy, guy in doorway, don't you think that's gonna cause some problems?
I can get off him at any time, but I
At the exact moment, an elderly woman steps out back.
Oh, hi
towards the
Gladys.
hallway,
How's it going?
and she closes and locks her door. She turns and sees the three of you standing in the hall. Well, one of you is on the back of another, and quickly just walks down the hall away from you, averting her eyes the whole time. Very worriedly.
Poor old lady.
Willie will open the door and tell him, get in.
We should really hang out with them more. She's a charming old lady. Anyway, yeah, I was working this morning, and
what job were you doing?
I was schlepping boxes of booze for a little speakeasy over at the docks. Nice little spot. Anyway,
goes completely pale white. For who?
I don't know. I was debating whether or not I needed to beat up the truck driver to keep my cover after I accidentally resurrected this meathead, on accident in the back seat of the truck. But I didn't really pay that close attention. It was cute though. They had a little spot down by the edge of the Bronx.
Willie will look and be like, so you resurrected this thing. So do you have any type of knowledge of how they're doing this then? Since you seem to be doing magic.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yes. At least those things that we ran into back where I was. We right where we microwaved this. I can't say microwave. This is 1929. Where we turned this guy into dust. They had 2 inscriptions on the ceiling, and you said one of them when I turned him into dust, and I kind of just hazarded a guess that the other one would kind of be like a on-off switch kind of concept. So I took a stab at it, and I was in the back of a truck. There were bottles jingling. We're all on edge, and I just thought maybe they were shipping a bunch of bottles of people, and I thought, what would happen if all of a sudden I just made them all into people randomly? It'd be fascinating, right? Just in the middle of the street.
So can you turn them back to dust?
Probably, but I don't know if we want to be, flicking the switch back and forth over and over again. I don't think that's going to be good for his complexion.
He's dead. What does it matter?
I mean, he'd get pretty ashy after a little while, you'd think.
Oh, great. Okay, so we got a dead body. We got to deal. Okay.
He's pretty, I want to say nice, but he doesn't really seem to have opinions on things. He's helpful, he kind of does what you tell him to do pretty well. I'd love to test if he'd follow orders from you guys. Actually, that'd be pretty interesting. James, would you do whatever Vince tells you to do? Vince is also like they're nice, they're cool. They're not going to do anything untoward.
So the body of James Clark in his black velvety robe stands there, just as blank as gives no response.
Rude.
Now, tell him to, do a dance or something. See what happens.
Vince is still completely pale and zoned the fuck out. He looks like he is seeing a ghost and is terrified.
Did I do that?
Sanity check? I'm not gonna make you do a sanity check. I've had too much fun laughing at the conversation to make you fun. Okay, so does anybody give?
I give Willie. You want to give it a try? I mean, you can do whatever Willie says as well, James. Willie is also very, very cool and nice. See, I trust you. He does what I tell him to do. I know you're skeptical of me in this moment, but
at this moment, I always have.
He's kind of a pipsqueak, but
So we'll look at him and be like, "All right."
I bet he dances really nicely. He's got dancing shoes. Look at those.
He's gonna look at the dead body and be like, "All right, dance."
So the body of James Clark, being given the order to follow what you say, he begins to dance a little jig, a little shuffle, very slow, but slowly shuffles.
Look at that. He's a dancer. I told you. See? You can tell him to do things. I mean, he might need a little grease in the axles. I don't know what's going on with that, but he's he's pretty solid. He could be useful, probably. At the very least, before we try turning him back into dust, we could try, seeing if he. I don't think he's going to get better. I'm not going to say that. That's not. That guy was as dead as they come. I don't know what else to say.
Well, Shorty, this is going to be your problem, okay? So
Yeah.
anybody, So anybody say anything or anything happens, I'm going to blame it on you. I'm letting you know that right now, okay?
I think that's reasonable and fair, and I'm not going to dissuade you from that.
All right. Well,
That's
besides
good.
you bringing a
James,
dead
could
zombie-
you get me some water? That'd be nice. I didn't sleep last night.
So James continues to shuffle, dance his way to the nearest sink to get a glass of water.
You might want to put a stop to that first one. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know what the rules are here.
So he's coming back and he's kind of spilling the water as he's shuffling, dancing.
So before when we start talking to Shorty again, he'll look at Vince and see if he can shake Vince back to life because he sees that Vince is stiff as a board at this moment.
Shorty, you didn't tell any of those people you were delivering the booze about anything about us or where we were staying, right?
I said absolutely nothing to them other than I was available for work and doing nothing last night.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. I don't know why it would bring up my living situation to a complete stranger. I mean, I'm talkative, but that's pushing it. You can
Talkative
relax a little
is
bit.
an understatement here. The only thing we didn't know the first time we met you was your blood type. So
I don't know that one.
The one thing that might actually be important to know.
So we reanimated a corpse, you delivered booze, and we're going to a meeting at 7:30. Oh, by the way, Osily, apparently they do chanting at these meetings too.
I haven't chanted in a little while, and James might struggle with that. But we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, because bringing a reanimated corpse to this meeting sounds like a great idea.
It'd be great when North figures that out, by the way.
You, who I don't think ever met him? Did you meet him while we were down there?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, for a moment before he was then killed.
I think you crossed paths for a very short period of time.
Yeah,
So
and
that'll
then
be
told me
interesting.
That the man was dead.
And then I told you, oops, all SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, as I was trying to get the police.
Yeah.
Worst rescue attempt ever.
Yeah.
That would have been a good title for that episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna keep him in his robe? Are you gonna let him keep shuffling, dancing around?
I should probably tell him to stop dancing. Willie, that's on you. You gave that order.
Yeah, I'll tell him to stop.
He stops dancing.
I'll take what remains of my water cup that I asked for from him.
It's like a quarter of water, a quarter of the glass.
I'll toast
Most
to
of
him
it is on the ground.
and drink it. I don't know if we're gonna get our deposit back on this room.
It's just water.
It's just water. It'll be fine. Yeah, I guess we'll hang out here until the evening event, and then we'll get going.
Are you going to be bringing the body of James Clark?
I guess. Do we have clothes that will fit him that we could change him into?
I mean, there's two men that live that are there. You and Willie. The clothes that Vince have are too short.
Are either of us of appropriate size to fit this man without him looking ridiculous and suspicious?
Be honest with you, would that be smart? I don't know. I think it's Carl Stanford. Would he recognize him?
Would he recognize a man that he kidnapped?
Most
I think
likely.
you definitely bring the man that he kidnapped to an event that he's at.
Yep. I don't see a flaw in this plan at all. Nope. 9 out of 10, no notes.
You wanna get him to reveal his nefarious deeds? Bring his former victim and just here you are. Because if I recall correctly, I don't know if it was Stanford or Stanford that was one of the ones who kidnapped me.
Yes, it was a mispronunciation, but yeah, it's the same person.
Oh yeah, he was one of the ones who hauled me off. So me showing up alone is going to be a problem.
Oh fuck.
I mean, it's kind of a fair bet that he kind of knows that you had some kind of involvement. Maybe that you had gone to the police station, if not the two of, or at least if not Willie and Vince, then the North, because North had gone to the police station. Willie had gone to pick him up and saw that guy, one of the cops was there who was also at that event. So
yeah, but me being alive and out of here, and James being alive are not information that they know.
That would probably,
would
not. They probably would have thought you had died
out of the building that burned down.
Yeah.
So we can go stir up that hornet's nest freely. That sounds fantastic.
Is there a way you can disguise yourself? Like
absolutely not.
Oh.
Maybe I could.
What a disguise!
There is definitely a skill for disguise. I have 5. If there is somebody else here who is a makeup artist or perhaps has disguise as a skill, I would sit in a chair for a little fake mustache and some highlighter, but I don't know who that would be.
I mean, Vince could attempt it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I don't know how it'll look, but
I'm sorry. Why is people being disguised?
Because they were Stanford. Stanford is the one who kidnapped me.
You realize that he only saw me at the police station and never knew why I was there, correct?
Right, but he was the one who kidnapped me specifically.
But I have a complete blank slate to him, so there's no need to disguise me.
We're
only
disguising
him.
me, because me showing up is is gonna freak him out, because they literally.
If you dress up as North.
We all show up as you.
All we need to do is just chop off your leg and get you a prosthetic. It works perfectly.
I like the idea of us all showing up as you.
Yeah, perfect. I agree with this plan.
I'm gonna push it. Let's see if I make it worse.
Oh.
Oh no, I succeeded.
Tell us, how does he look, Vince?
Oh gosh, yes. So he's a scrawny dude. How are we gonna do this?
Yours is better than mine, that's for sure.
My first thought was to make him look like he was dead, so that when he shows up, he's.
I'm a match.
You are a matching set of zombies.
I like this plan.
Sure.
Then we can just, if anyone asks, we can just be like, yeah, they're from out of town.
They're from down south, you just wouldn't understand.
I like it's pretty good.
Oh my god. Okay. How does he look? Tell me what you do to
maximal respect for the American South.
I was mainly saying down south because you died.
Oh, fair.
Sorry, it was a terrible dad joke. Okay, so he's already seen him when he's clean. He's already seen him when he's dirty. So, Vince is gonna be limited because he doesn't carry around a makeup kit. So he's probably gonna make him look like he's been roughed up a little bit, covering the majority of his face, probably in like just soot or something from like the fireplace.
But you know,
patching up his
this
clothes a
place is
little
like
bit.
a business type thing. They were dressed in like
Yeah.
business suits and stuff like that. You're gonna cover him with ash
I
and
mean,
stuff.
we're already bringing a zombie, so.
I'm a chimney sweep looking to make my crypto fortune.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't dress him up because when he was kidnapped, he probably looked like himself. He looked like a nice, decent, merchant type person. So I'm like, how do I do
Well,
this?
you got
You're
you can take his glasses off. You can take
Can you
his.
see without your glasses?
uh
Just hold hands with your zombie. You'll be fine.
probably.
Does he need a haircut? Can you draw a
I don't know
mustache
because
on him?
he didn't
A
really
beauty
like.
mark?
He just said a very scrawny dude. So
Yeah, he has surprisingly very long hair underneath his hat. And it's long and kind of blonde, and he's looks vaguely Scandinavian, maybe.
So maybe
he always.
take the hat off, rub
Yeah, the
ash
hat's
and
going. Do you wear your hair up or down usually?
Oh, it's all tucked underneath the hat.
Oh yeah, so we're just taking the hat off, we're letting the hair down, we're taking the glasses away, we're putting just a little bit of makeup on him, kind of, round out his features a little bit. You can easily do that with just easy shadowing that they can use with just a light covering of soot here and there so it rounds out his face more. We're gonna pad up his clothes a little bit, make him look like he's got some weight on him too. Like we'll use maybe like pillows or like sheets or something from the hotel. I can make it work. I can make it work.
yeah, I think that'll work.
We'll
You
give you an
step-
evil goatee.
You step
Deserved.
back and admire the slick back hair, the fuller features of the face. His eyes seem to be wandering a little bit, maybe because of his stigmatism. Uh, there's a little bit of puckering of a pillow that is kind of corner that's kind of escaping the padding. And you tuck that back in. Yeah, he does not very. He doesn't look exactly like the Shorty that you had previously. Okay.
I look like I'll sneak in.
What about the body? What about the Walking Dead, the custodian that you have now?
Damn, there's not much you can do there.
You want to dress him up, put him some clothes on?
Nah, complete lost cause. There is nothing to do with that hair.
Does he have hair? Because the other custodians didn't have hair.
Yeah. This he does. He's
Okay.
he looks just like he did when he had died. He still has a
Cool.
5 o'clock shadow.
He's a little
he
fresher.
still looks, his eyes just a little glassy, but they still have color.
So we're gonna put Shorty's hat on him, pull all of his hair up into that hat, and then we're gonna put Shorty's glasses on him, and maybe get rid of the 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay, yeah, give him a fresh shave. What about the robe? He's just wearing a plain black robe.
Vince is gonna look at Willie.
What?
Well, he can't wear my clothes.
I was in prison. I own nothing.
So Willie will regrettably give the man some of his clothes.
That
You're
was
probably a little big on him, but like big, but also short. He's a. Well, Willie? Were you a tall man or average height? Because he's average height. He's an average height guy.
Average. Oh yeah, I'm at least about 6'1".
Oh, okay, so they're a little long on him. But otherwise,
That's all right. We can cuff him. He's fine.
yeah,
He just looks like he's wearing his dad's clothes to the business event.
And it was a pretty good success. I'm not gonna make you roll again. Okay, we'll just fast forward it so we can get straight to the good stuff. How's that sound?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so, do you stop off at the front of the brownstone, or just go
I mean, we
straight to the
still
back?
need to find North.
As far as you know, like North has just been given the address to the brownstone.
Yep.
All right.
Vince will say that they should probably wait outside.
All right. So the three of y'all are there. North, do they find you there?
Yeah, they should. Me just sort of standing about, checking my watch occasionally. It's ticking, but you know that doesn't surprise anyone. So yeah, no, just standing around confused, like wondering where the fuck everyone is.
All right, and you see the three of the four of them approach now. With, the body of James Clark, dressed in a combination clothing of Shorty and Willie.
Yeah, so I'll start to go over. It's a little darker, would you say?
Yeah, it's evening time now.
All right, so yeah, I probably wouldn't immediately recognize who they're with. I can sort of make them out coming over, and then steadily start to realize that there's a walking corpse. Oh, what is their good reaction? All right, I'm just gonna roll myself a quick sanity check just to see if how North would sort of react to this. Not necessarily because this is, you know, mentally scarring to him.
Okay, all right, sure.
Great. Okay, so yeah, I would say the good scenario is North completely disregards it. Assuming that this is just, you know, something that is normal. Because clearly this man should be walking here. Right next to Jack. How you doing, Jack? So, currently, reality is sort of not computing right for North. Oh, it's been a while. How'd you all make out?
Good. This is Ben. He's he's gonna be joining us this
you can see him.
evening. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I can see him. We can see him. He's not very talkative.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Is the library while you all were doing whatever? Found some information about a cult. It's taken me a while to get through.
Well, North, I kind of want to give you a heads up before we go in here. You're probably about to see some weird, freaky shit in here. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I obviously you don't know. I didn't catch you up, but I kind of know in these meetings they do like rituals and weird things. So, but please prepare your mind.
Frankly, we've seen enough, and so far I'm not surprised. Doing something. Not sure what though.
All right, so I'll turn back. So, all right, y'all. So, what's our goal here? Before we just go in here randomly, what is our goal?
Well, we want to figure out how they're like this. The Twilight Lodge is clearly connected to what's going on here as well, and it sounds to me a little bit like, in some way, shape, or form, they're trying, like, sounds like they're trying to literally see the future, right? For corporate advantage, you know, like to figure out where to invest next.
Because it all comes back to capitalism.
Because it all comes back to
But
capitalism.
The question is why? Why do they need all this money?
Alright.
I mean, why does anyone else get involved with the dark gods?
Yeah,
Greed.
That seems like
But
a
I
pretty
feel
obvious
like
solution.
there's more than just greed here, because who builds altars?
I mean, I have an altar to, a small little like set of rocks that I keep seeing on the shore all over the place, where people like stack rocks in my house. Do you not?
No.
Oh, well, that's
Vince looks to Willie. Are we the only semi-sane one?
Yes, obviously, yes.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but in my house there's no altars. In every house I've been in, there's no altars. In every business deal that I know of, no altars. Not to mention naked men in the basement.
I can help you on most of those points, but I think I'd really like to know what they're up to here, because we found that letter where they were talking about like visiting all these other associations, and maybe this is one of these secret societies they were talking about, that this Stanford guy is going to visit, like a sister society or something like that. Uh, Maybe we can figure out what they're up to and use it to learn more about the what's going on in the background, what these cults are up to, what they're looking for. So I say
Well, go ahead.
I say we play along maybe with this cult evening and kind of see where it takes us.
I'm not doing any chanting again.
Yeah. Will's like, I have a bad feeling about this. I really do.
Let's just watch from afar, see what's going on.
All right, so Willie will lead the way. He'll just start walking towards the bunker.
Alright, so you get to the bunker. You see it's dark now. Uh, you can see all five of you arrive, and there seems to be like a candlelit path now. The path has been lit by candles on torches, straight around the back and through the front of the bunker. Warm light within. You can hear, just people chit chatting. Nothing you can really pick out. There's that same doorman at the front, still dressed in a nice suit. He sees you all coming. He's like, "Oh, well, welcome back. I'm glad you were able to make it. Do you have your invitation?" And referring to the flyer that you found. We'll just
I
say
don't remember which one of us was the key.
We produce it from the group file folder.
Yeah. You show him the flyer. Well, welcome.
I must have had it due to the fact that I wouldn't have known where to go if not.
Yeah, I mean,
Very fair.
If not, yeah, somebody had it. I knew that they needed to bring it. So, and you all knew you were coming to the same place. So yeah, you have it. So you enter into the hall. Can you see? Did it reveal? Did it open up?
There we go. Okay.
The shock.
All right.
We've
Is
opened
for
the door.
general seating. Stage and podium. Everyone make sure you know where the stage and podium is.
So you see the same benches.
It's so that you understand the direction of the room.
So you see
Alright,
the
so
same benches and tables that Lily and Vince had seen earlier.
Alright. Everyone make sure that you know that the stage and podium are north. Not
Yeah.
not me. Just the direction north.
Just the direction north.
For some reason I can't. Let me refresh the game for myself. So you see the same tables. There's people at the tables.
Maybe North should have like grown a mustache or something for this so that he isn't recognized.
How fast does he grow mustaches?
I mean, semi-fast.
What does semi-fast look like? Takes me forever to grow a mustache.
I mean, fucking same, but like slightly above average in time.
Okay.
Okay, this red token is the body of James Clark. He doesn't look like that. He looks like a very pale man with a cap and
He's beautiful.
overly
We
sized.
need to come up with a name for him that isn't the body of James
It's
Clark.
Ben. That's right, Ben. You introduced him as Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Kenobi.
So on, you see, it's fairly full of people, all well dressed, business type people. There's still coffee set up. There's no Danishes this time, but there's coffee
No
set up.
Danishes.
No Danishes
Why
this
would we be here if there were not Danishes?
You can see there's a gathering of people near the front here. They're all kind of lined up, standing, and kind of be looking at something that's on this first row in front of the stage and podium area.
I think I would like to go check out this area that's been so elegantly given to us.
Thank you. So you peek around and you see very seemingly mundane objects, some of which you recognize, some of them you don't recognize at all.
What would these objects be?
You see, well, one of them is, and there seems to be a price tag associated with each one, about $100 a piece. One seems to be a coin. It looks very similar to a quarter that you have in your pocket.
Interesting.
But you look at the date and the price tag, and it says quarter, circa 1982.
82.
So, and it's 1929.
Yeah.
You see a ticket stub for a lottery ticket.
Does there seem to be anything unusual about this ticket?
No, it's a lottery ticket circa 1979.
Do I know if these were the winning numbers?
It's the future.
You see a very strange, very flat-like device with it's popped open, almost like a clamshell. With
anything inside of it?
There seems to be some kind of disc in it. It shines like metal. You've never seen anything like it. It seems to have buttons on the front. There's some kind of attachment with a wire that leads to a headset. The headset is probably the only thing that seems that you could be like, oh, I kind of know what that is. It's some kind of headset.
Okay, looking around, are people like picking up these objects or simply viewing?
For the most part, they're not touching them. They're kind of like, they just are politely kind of inspecting it closely, looking at it. things like that.
Do I see someone who looks to be an official or a person running this event around?
Uh, you can do a spot hidden amongst the crowd.
Alright, let's see if I can do that. Spot hidden. That is an extreme success. A 3v64.
Okay, so you see this man kind of over here in the corner inspecting some other foreign objects. Um, he looks very familiar. Um, Based on the description that you probably had received from, I'm assuming Willie and Vince probably gave you a full brief of um, the people that they had met at the Silver Twilight Lodge. Whether they did in character or not, I'm sure they probably explained it to the events at some point.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is Brian Slim. He was the one who purchased the coins from the auction.
And he's an official.
Well, he looks somewhat official. They're kind of asking him questions about the objects and things like that. Investment opportunities. What do they think they should invest in for the future? What's going to be big in the next 30 years? Things like that.
I think I'm gonna try and gesture for Shorty to come on over.
I will scamper up. Where's the coffee at in here?
It's way back in the front.
I will scamper over and grab a coffee on my way over, but I will come with, so that I look like I am partaking in the event.
Hey, you recognize that man? And I'll point over. I'll point in the direction of the good man.
I don't think he's off of my known list.
No, he was not one of the people that you had met in the.
I wouldn't know him personally. No.
Do you think he has any connection to the lodge?
He looks the type. I mean, you know.
Very well. Okay. I am debating how well it would go for us to either steal an object for shits and giggles, or just to finally reveal my connection to your group or to the group. So far, I'm sort of the unknown factor for them.
Yeah. So the event hasn't started yet.
Did
I think we get more out of just playing along here and letting things play out and seeing where it goes first. Like, those aren't going anywhere, and presumably.
I think it's actually a legitimate thing I want to ask you all about. Do you guys think I should remain as a hidden member of our group, or should I make my presence known?
I think it's gonna. The fact that you went and announced that you wanted to speak to a police officer, and then he brain short circuiting. Willie showed up and talked to you in the police station.
Perhaps.
They might suspect you already.
Suspect is different than knowing.
Yeah.
The fact is they don't have any solid evidence on that. Even if they put it together, like, there's still some level of what's the word? They don't know for certain. So,
I think, you know, the fact that we tried to disguise us as well. I think we're better off trying to play it by ear for right now and just kind of see how things go.
Kim, Charles, thoughts?
I'm kind of saying let's keep it the same at the moment. Like I said, there's no point of revealing you just yet. Like I said, they might know some things, but I wouldn't reveal it yet.
Okay. If that's the case, I will ask Shorty to see if you can figure out what that strange object is, with the headphones and whatnot at the side. See if you can just figure what that is. I'm gonna go back into the crowd and then just sort of listen to what people are talking about.
Yeah, no problemo.
Okay. Anybody else?
Brooks, I'm not gonna do nothing. Like I kind of know, like I have an idea what this shit is about, and like, but not like I know some creepy shit's gonna be happening, and so I'm not. I'm waiting for it. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Waiting for the creepy shit to happen.
Mm.
Okay, Vince, what about you?
Ooh, keeping an eye on the zombie and staying back near the door in case they start chanting and he needs to run away.
Really don't
And
want none of that.
what is Ben doing?
I think he would have been politely ushered into the building and then told to pop a squat in the corner
Okay,
and
so
just
yeah,
hang out.
he's just hanging out in the corner. So shortly after, you see this man come out wearing a fez, thick mustache, vaguely somewhat exotic features. Not dark skin, but fairly tan skin. With a thick mustache and thick eyebrows. And he is followed by Mr. Stanford. Uh, he comes to the podium and he's like, um, I'll try to do my best impression. It's not going to work very well. Okay, sit down. Quiet. Quiet now. Quiet. And he raises his hands and kind of lowers, like raising and lowering, like to have a seat. Let me introduce Mr. Carl Stanford, the guest speaker. And so Stanford comes up. He's like, he gives a brief introduction to himself, how he's benefited from the investment opportunities and knowledge that he's gained from the Look to the Future organization. Very gross things, of like broad sort of things of like what sort of benefits come with being associated with the Look to the Future movement, money and influence that you'll have with the organization. The stage, they enter from the door, I forgot to mention, to the north. The door is closed behind them. It's a thick metal door. And so after he does this brief sort of introduction, and he's just kind of looking across the room, not really noticing anybody in particular. It's a big crowd of people, and they're all seated. Then Mr. Black, he comes back to the center of the podium. Very well, we will now perform the ritual to engage with the future. And he raises his hand. I would like each of you to roll a spot hidden.
I failed.
Ooh, also failed.
Okay, those who
Perfect.
succeeded.
Charles, yay!
It looks like you all are kind of evenly spread across the building or the room. So those of you who succeeded, you this is what you see. There's a mark on the inside of his wrist. It's unfamiliar to you, but it looks something like a stylized eye.
Does it recall like the ones that I saw in the vision I had when I messed with the Necronomicon? On that amulet I tried to grab?
Very vaguely, but yes, it does.
Okay.
In fact, thank you for reminding me. I need you to do a sanity check because you had
Me
that
specifically.
vision. Yes, you specifically. All right. You'll take 1 point of sanity damage as you flash back to this vision you have of the cultists dancing around the fire, chanting, waving their hands, blood sacrifice, and that rock that you saw with the engraving, how realistic it looked. So just 1 point of sanity damage. He begins, and it's candle lit, but it's well lit. He begins chanting, "Om Dakatlinka, the blood's in," and very emphatically, people begin to they stand and also begin the same chant. So everybody in the room has stood and is chanting, "Nibodzin, Nibodzin Ungata Linka, Yog Sathath, Yog Sathath, Ungakat Linka," and it goes on and on like that. The lights begin to like flicker lightly. Who, and he pauses, "Who shall be the volunteer to see and witness the future?" And
Shorty's
so
hand's gonna go up immediately.
he
And
points, he's, you there, come to the podium. And he's pointing at Shorty.
It was nice knowing your character.
I'm so in.
Okay, so you come to the podium. The chant continues. On the cart, Linka, Yog Sothoth, Yarlmanton, and everybody is chanting and waving their hands around in rhythm like a wave. The lights flicker with the waves of their hands, and the lights cut out. Shorty is gone. Shorty, your vision goes black for a second, a split second, almost like you blinked your eyes. But when you open them, you're outside in New York, and there's crowds of people walking in clothes that look not dissimilar to what you're wearing, maybe slightly different, and you can hear a radio playing in one of the shops, and everybody seems to be gathered around this radio playing.
I'll walk towards it.
And you hear this news message. Pearl Harbor attacked by the Japanese. What will the U.S. do? Will we be dragged into the Second World War with Germany in the axis of evil? And everyone's aghast, and people shaking their heads and muttering to themselves like, "Not again! Here we go again."
Can I look around for a newspaper?
Yeah, sure. You see a newspaper sales booth on the side of the road. You go to the shop.
Yes, I need to find the date. I've just heard something that is monumental.
So you see newspaper headlines: threats of U.S. being dragged into World War II with the against Germany and the axis of evil. U.S. attempting to stay neutral. Dated December 6, 1941. You see the today's headlines, and this is you haven't checked the time. Maybe you checked your watch. It's early afternoon now. The newest paper says December 7th, 1941. U.S. attacked by the Japanese, Pearl Harbor. You're holding the paper in your hand. The man at the kiosk is saying, "Hey, are you going to pay for that, mister?" And as soon as you look up to respond, your vision goes black again, and you're back in the room on the stage, the Look to the Future meeting, and we'll find out what happens next.
God damn.
On Roll Top Pro, this presents The Shadows of Yogg-Sothoth.
God, they did it again.
Ah, not the cliffhanger.